Hello everyone. Happy New Year. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry and you have reached a channel, if you have not been here before, all about cross stitching. And this is where I like to share my joy of cross stitching. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by and visiting, and I hope you enjoy what you see and that you'll want to come back and visit again. And to those who are regular viewers, thank you so much for your support and for your friendship and your encouragement. So many of you leave encouraging comments for me, and or send me encouraging comments on Instagram, and I appreciate it so much. I enjoy interacting with you all. It's a joy to me. And everyone in the stitching community, as Renee from the Appalachian Stitcher says, you know, cross stitchers are the best. I'll borrow her line, and they are. So I'm kind of in a chatty mood tonight. Tonight is Saturday. It is December 6th after 11 o'clock, because this is usually the best time for me to film is later. It's not the best lighting. Of course, even during the day, we don't have the best lighting in our house. So we just kind of work with it. But yes, I'm in a chatty mood. I didn't do a December update because I did not really do any cross stitching for December. I might have done something with, you know, it seems like there was something I worked on a little bit, but not enough to show. December was really full for us, like it was for everyone else. And we had some company, which was fun, and we just kind of took it easy. I had a quiet holiday season. We didn't run around. We just hung around home, stayed around home, and played games and opened gifts, and Hannah and Malia fixed a really good meal on Monday. It was delicious. They're very good cooks. So I didn't have to do anything, and that was fun. That was good for me at the time, because if I wanted to visit, I was going to have to not do anything to hurt myself. As those of you who follow me on a regular basis know some of the issues that I am dealing with right now, and there's just a lot that I can't do right now. So and sometimes not even cross-stitching. So lately I have been able to cross-stitch more, and I am very thankful for that. I love to, when, you know, the time comes around and I'm able to cross-stitch and do my crocheting and those types of things. I have seen on Instagram some of you have injuries or health issues, or, you know, some different types of things that are going to hinder your ability to enjoy your hobby. And I am thinking of you, and hoping you heal quickly, and that you are able to enjoy your hobby again soon. Until then, I hope that maybe those of us who are floss tubers can maybe keep you some company and give you some joy that way. So I have been, let me back up for just a minute. This is not planned. This Flosstube does not have a plan. I have no notes. I have no plan whatsoever for this Flosstube. So you may hear me kind of rattle all over the place. But that's the way it's going to roll tonight. I did want to get a Flosstube out. I did want to talk about some of my 2024 plans, or lack thereof. And so here we are. So yeah, this has no order whatsoever. So I may be going back and forth with what I'm saying a lot. And I have a bit of a cold, like, you know, everyone else has dealt with. So I may be saying, I've got to pause a minute. With that, we'll kind of get on into my plans and chat about that. Also, I have some gifts that I received, stitchy gifts. All of them except for one from my husband. And so I'll show those. And we'll just talk about some stitchy stuff here. And just go with the flow. Whatever comes up, we'll go with the flow. So with that, I will pause for just a second and get myself in order. Yes, probably most of this, if not all of this, you have already seen in my whip parade that I did recently. I think I did one in November. I'm not sure. I didn't check. But I, just a couple of months ago, did a whip parade. So some of this you have probably already seen. But you have not seen my plans for these. So when we got up towards December, I just was not in the stitching mood. I felt stressed, trying to get projects done, you know, to decorate for the winter season and the holidays and those kinds of things. And I did just stop, with the exception of what seems like it was a little saltbox house I was stitching, but I didn't get done because I made a mistake on it. And then I never did get to go back and frog that and take it out and start over. So towards the end of December, after the holidays, I did get a start, but it was not on anything winter related. It was from this book. And like I said, I may have already shown this. I was thinking I didn't get this until after I did my whip parade. And, but I'm not sure. But this is the Ultimate Cross Stitch. There's going to be a glare. Gardens. Now it's volume 14. You know, I just got it a few weeks ago at our local Books A Million. And I fell in love with some of the patterns in here. Many of the designs that are in here, I just fell in love with. And it seems like without even noticing or choosing to pick this designer out, I usually, without a doubt, land on something from Maria Diaz. And when I found these, I looked and I thought, just wait. When I look over at the designer, this is going to be Maria Diaz. Now, I could be saying her name wrong. If I am, I apologize. But she did a series. It looks like there's 6. A series of garden sheds. Those of you who like to garden, I think you would enjoy this. But she did a series of garden sheds, and there are 6, and they are gorgeous garden designs that she did. So here's the designer. I hope you can see that. And then here are, sorry about that, some of the designs that you can see. I am doing the one that it's right in the middle, right there where you see the spider coming down. That's the one I'm working on right now. The next one I want to work on is this one. I would love to work on that one. I love that. I think that'll be beautiful stitched out. I would love to do all 6 of those. I'm sorry for the loud noise. I would love to do all 6 of those. But there is another design in here I want to get to. So I'm thinking that I will finish up the design I am doing right now. Then go to this design and go to this one and then stop and go to the other design that I'm really, really interested in. Now, I'll show you my progress. This is 14 count, some sort of blue-gray. It's a scrap material, 14 count Aida that I had. And so I just stitched this on that Aida cloth, and I do have my needle and thread still on there, so just overlook that, and I will show you this, what I have done so far. So right here, the lighting may not let you see very well. Right here is what I have done so far, and I am looking forward, that might be better right there. I am looking forward to finishing up the plants down here, and I'm excited. I'm really excited to cross stitch the spider that's in it, then it's or it's spider web that's up in the corner. I'm excited for that. I think that will be really cute. And down below, okay, so there's a table that will come in here, a workbench table, and then below that is a bag of compost, and I think there's a bucket. Let me see. Yes, there's a bucket down there too that you can't see in the picture. So I am looking forward to finishing this and moving on to the next one. And then I think I will stop, and I will show you what I have planned for the next project after that. And I should have marked this. If it takes me too long, I will pause. Maybe I should go ahead and pause. Okay, back. So this will be the third project I would like to complete. It might not get done until like I want to say maybe sometime in the end of January or February. It depends on how long it takes me to finish the first project that I showed and then the project that comes after it. But this is a Victorian sampler, and of course when I looked, the design was Maria Diaz. So without further ado, there's the design. So I will be excited to have this for spring and summer. I love it, especially this basket of vegetables. We had a garden this past spring and in 2023 and all the way up until sometime maybe in August, and we enjoyed that so much. It was, you know, it was a family effort. Everyone worked, and but Malia and I mostly were the ones who would pick the vegetables and whatever that was there in the garden that needed to be washed and prepared and those types of things. We enjoyed that so much. So this is kind of a memory piece for me of that time. So I definitely want to do that. Now, can things change? Can my plans change? They could. They could. It's always possible. But, you know, we got to make plans. If we have to reroute them, then we reroute. But this is my plan so far. Now, there's a lot of miniature designs in here that are really cute, that would be good travel pieces. So there's not really any good pictures that I could show you of those, but there's some nice things. Now, there was one more thing that I did absolutely want to show before moving on to a different book, because I have some limited time here. This design was not from Maria Diaz, surprisingly. This is from Susan Bates. Malia saw this and loved it. This would probably be more towards, if I could get myself to hold off, it would probably be more towards my fall plans. But definitely it's kind of got some of the colors in it that would be nice for spring and summer stitching. But it is definitely a fall piece. But Malia saw this, and she said it reminded her of Anne of Green Gables. But when I saw it, it reminded me of Paula Vaughn. And those of you who are familiar with Paula Vaughn's work will see what I am talking about. I think the thing that reminded Malia of Anne of Green Gables was the apples. So I will show this. Is that beautiful? Let's see if I can put it in. So, okay. If you are a fan of Paula Vaughn, just leave in the comments what it is about this that would remind you of her work, of her stitching designs, her cross stitch designs. Just, for fun. It would be for fun. So that is in there, and I love the wheelbarrow with the rake, and this definitely has to be on my list at some point. But as we know, I have a lot of whips that need to be taken care of too. I'm going to try to squeeze whips in as I do all this stuff. So never fear, if there's a whip that you saw last year, it's most likely going to be coming back. So yeah, because I've got some from the cross country. I always get tongue-tied on this one. The cross country stitching magazine, is that what it's called? I've got 2 or 3 from that magazine that need to be finished. Those are, well on their way in their stitching journey. So I need to do those. Okay. Speaking of the next the next contender in my spring plans, speaking of Paula Vaughn, you all have seen this. Comes from The Romance of Paula Vaughn. And there is another, where did the other book go? There's another Paula Vaughn book. Okay. Maybe y'all can help me here. Okay. This is a contender. Gentle Pastime. So there's that one. I do have a little tiny start on that. I have shown it before. And let me see. This is one I might be able to get to very easily to show you. It's not much, but I can show it again. Oh, and one of the interests I had in this was the purple irises in the back, because my mom always had irises out by her carport, but she was not the one who planted those. From what I understand, it was my great-grandmother who planted those. So this was of interest to me because of the irises that's in the picture. Okay. Hold on just one second. Okay. Here is all I have done on that project. And I shouldn't say all, because, it took a good while to stitch these vases or these flower pots up. And do the back stitching and all of that stuff. So up here where I've started is part of that wagon, that wheelbarrow, not wagon, is part of that. So let me hold this up again for you to see. So there we go. Again, I'm sorry, there's just a glare. All right. Now, here is where you, my friends, can help me. Because I am in a, what word is that they use for this? A twixt. Have you ever heard that word? Between the two. I have another Polybond book. And there was a design Malia helped pick out that I kind of wanted to do. If I can find it here. I should have done this ahead of time. Right here. I have started this before in the past, but I do not have my start. But there is this. I'm trying to turn it. I don't know the best way. But yeah. So, my stitchy friends, which do you like better? If you're a Polybond fan, which do you like better? I mean, I'm going to end up doing both of them anyhow at some point, but which should I do first? Which should I commit to finishing first? So that's your homework. Leave me a comment below. Okay, I'm going to put this away and I'll be right back. Okay, back again. The next thing that is kind of on my list, I would really love to do this year, and it comes from the 2024 calendar, Rendell Designs. This one. And I think some of you all saw this before. This, I love this. This brings back sweet memories for me. And I love it. And the memories, the reason this brings back such good memories for me is when my brother and I were growing up, our parents pretty well on a regular basis would take us to the lake or to the river or somewhere, and we would feed the ducks and just watch the ducks, you know, and just enjoy that time, take pictures and things, and those are special memories. We did that with our daughters also, and they enjoyed, you know, going and looking at all the wildlife and things. So that is the reason I want to cross stitch that particular one out of this calendar. There are others I would like to cross stitch, but they're not high on my list for this year, except for maybe this one for winter. This one right here. So, but we all know things can change. But anything that's kind of sentimental to me, I will most likely definitely keep on my list of plans. So the next thing that I will show that is on my, maybe more my summer list, is from the Cross Stitch Gold Scenery Collection. I got this last year, 2023. Or was it 2022? I don't see a date on here. But it's the Scenery Collection. I've shown it on my channel before. But this right here is what I want to stitch. Let me go over to where it is in the book. Here it is in the book. It's gorgeous. I want to stitch that. And the designer is Carol Thornton, right there. So this is beautiful. I absolutely love this, and it gives me, it fulfills the need I have to stitch a house. So I love it. So that is definitely on my list, my 2024 list. Okay, now we're coming into some new things. Okay, first let me tell you about something my husband got me. And I'm not sure where it is right now. Things got moved around so much during the holiday season that I don't know where some of my stuff is. But my husband had gotten me a beautiful ocean view cross stitch, and I can't even remember the name of it right now. I have a picture of it so I could go back and look at it. But I sat here one night as we had some company, and we were just watching movies and things. So I did cut my fabric down, like the edging that was uneven, and got that ready for stitching, and never got back to it after that. Just like I said, it's a crazy time of the year. So I'll surely find it in the next day or two, and I can show it on my next Flosstube. But I looked at it. It's a Jan Lin kit, and I looked at the chart, and the chart does not look like very in-depth at all. So I think it can go by quickly. I would like to maybe, pull it into some of my spring stitching, so it will be ready for summer also. And I know it's still winter, but January and February kind of go by fast. So I'd like to have some things ready for when March pops up. Okay, this is a kit my brother got me, so I will be putting it into my plans at some point, maybe during the later spring. It is from, I was trying to look at the designer. I don't have my glasses on. Design Works. It's right up top in front of me. It's from Design Works. It's an owl, and there he is. And all of his cute glory. Surrounded by all the florals. So that will definitely need to be done. And then I received a book that I had when I was like along the time when I first started cross stitching. What, 27, 28 years ago. I need every time I say that I start to say how long ago it's been. I change it, I think. But it's been a long time ago. So I had this book. Somebody, if I recall correctly, someone had given it to me. And I used it for years and years and years. And because you can actually change up the colors, you could change up some of the designs, you can change up, you know, a lot of these designs can be changed up. Because let me say, this is a very dated book. You will definitely see early, you know, 90s and early 2000s in this book. And so yeah, it would definitely, if you want to have something more updated, you would have to change the color scheme. But this is called 501 Cross Stitch Designs by Sam Hawkins. So I like the best. I remember what I liked the best was the florals and the plants, because I liked stitching those for birthday cards, just Mother's Day, you know, just anything like that they were good for. So, and not very intense, because it's a beginner-friendly book. Actually, Hannah, my oldest daughter, she did some of her first projects from this book, just practicing her stitching. So I'll just kind of read the table of contents, because it's really hard to see the, for me to hold this up and show you the pictures. It's not an easy book to show the pictures from. But it has 50 floral designs, 50 kitchen designs, 50 baby designs, 50 sports designs, 50 pet designs, 50 house designs, 50 profession designs, 50 houseplant designs. That's one of the ones I liked. And 50 patriotic designs. And there are patriotic Santas in there. I heard some of you over the holiday season talking about liking, you know, stitching the patriotic Santas. There are patriotic Santas. And then 50 Santa designs. So that is what this has in it. And like I said, very, very beginner friendly. And here is why it would be hard for me to show you each individual design. is because this is how it's laid out. So, yeah, that's how it's laid out. So that's, if you are interested in me trying to do that, then let me know. I could try it and see how well that works out. But I do plan on stitching a few things from this. So I will be showing you some things, because these are things that will be easy to travel with and get a quick finish. Okay. The next book. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this. I haven't even gotten to look at this book very much either. So it will be hard to tell me, or for me to tell you like exactly everything that's in it. But I am going to show this to you anyhow. So I got this. And this was one thing that my husband knew I was kind of eyeing, that I wanted. So there's a lot of gardening type designs, vegetables, those type of designs is in this book. And again, this would take a little bit of time to go through. I was trying just to find a few pages of examples. There's one. And oh, I like this one. I think you all are starting to realize I like baskets of vegetables or fruits or things like that, or even flowers. So that's in there. So yeah, there's a lot of nice designs in here. So yeah, I think that's all I have with me for this evening, for tonight. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. And if you did, consider subscribing and liking the video. And one thing that would help me out is if you don't mind, as many of you, especially my regular followers, leave me a thumbs up, a comment. I heard someone say a few days, even if you don't want to say anything, leave an emoji or something that will help the algorithm with my channel and to show my videos to more people. I would appreciate that very much. But if you could leave me a comment. What was the first one I asked for? The first one I asked for, I think, was and the design from the garden sceneries. The one I showed you, that Malia said reminded her of Anne of Green Gables, and I said it reminds me of Paula Vaughn. Oh, that's not going to be easy. Okay, right here. Yeah, leave a comment if you're a Paula Vaughn fan. What reminds you of Paula Vaughn about this? And also, another one Paula Vaughn related are the two projects that I showed. Which do you think I should do first? And I was thinking there was another thing I asked. I don't remember. Maybe not. But I don't know. Maybe it'll come to me in just a moment. Now, there was one thing, I've got about 6 minutes left on here. I wanted, since it's the new year, and probably some new people may find my channel, I wanted to explain why my channel name is Woolly Sheep Stitcher. I used to have a crochet business, nothing big or anything like that. I would just crochet for people, you know, take orders for people. And I liked crocheting with wool yarn. And of course, our last name, if you don't know me, is Shepherd. And when I named my business, I named it Woolly Sheep Shop. Woolly Sheep Shop. So then when I decided to do my cross stitch channel, because after a few years or so, taking orders for the crocheting and things was that was getting old, and I decided to start my cross stitch channel, and I decided to keep the name Woolly Sheep and put Stitcher in there. So that's why the name of this channel is Woolly Sheep Stitcher. And, you know, like I said, her last name is Shepherd too, so it just made sense to call it Woolly Sheep Stitcher. So that's the story. Even if some of you who have been with me for a long time, if I never explained that, I'm thinking I did, but you may have forgotten. That is why this channel is called Woolly Sheep Stitcher. So a little bit of trivia there. But thank you so much for dropping by. And if you've made it this long, thank you so much. So many of you are such an encouragement to me, as I said in the beginning. And I just enjoy our cross stitch community so much. And I will try to be back at the end of January to do a January update to show you what I have managed to complete, and might be able to like be more decisive about what I'm stitching next. I know definitely my plan is to finish that first project that I showed you, and then the next garden shed one, and the bigger gardening piece. So I would like to get those done, and then after that decide what I'm going to do. And there's also another book, I didn't get it in here either, is from Maria Diaz. Some of you will remember the one I'm talking about, that had the seasonal houses with the cat in the window. I definitely want to get the spring one done for spring. And I've already started the winter one back in, I may have started that in early December. I'm not sure. But my phone is just about to run out of memory. So you all have a blessed January, and I will see you again hopefully at the end of January. Bye.